So I wanted to show my accountability partner, one of them, Jenny. I want to show you how to use this properly so you don't get hurt. It's a really good training tool. I really love this thing, but if you don't do it right, you'll get hurt and then you'll just be not doing anything. So the way we do this, I'm going to show you a few things. Your feet, I typically keep my knees hip together or sometimes hip width apart. Ball of the feet, I usually keep there. Sometimes I keep on the top of my feet. It just depends on what I'm doing. So when I go forward, all right, my arms have to be locked. Do not let your elbows go bent no matter what you do, because it's going to put strain on your joints. Lock your elbows and then pull them in. Don't hike your shoulders up either. You see this? That'll hurt your neck and your shoulders. So keep it down, keep your arms straight, keep your hips stacked over your knees, okay? So when you go forward, watch this. You're only taking this forward. Your shoulders, you don't want to set back here. If you do this, or anybody does this, you're not doing anything. This is junk, okay? This is junk. That's not anything. If you do this correctly, it does not take many repetitions to feel this, and you'll be sore for days. Not even 10. All right. I challenge anybody to do this 10 times correctly, and let me know how it goes. All right. And we're not even going to do the full variation. Okay. And there's advanced of the full variations. So when I go out, watch. Elbows in, arms locked. I go forward. Look where my shoulders are. You see, I'm bringing my hips forward. Now see, I'm going to go down a little bit lower, and then I pull back in. Right here, about here is when, you see my hips can come back, and then that's a moment of rest. The moment you come back here, you're not using any ab strength, okay? So you got to bring your hips forward. So that's like what I was talking about in another video, is anterior pelvic tilt. So there's anterior, posterior, anterior, posterior, and ladies with curves, or men, anybody. It doesn't matter, but especially those with that curve in their spine and, you know, big back behind, which is great. You got to squeeze in. You see? Squeeze, and then you see how my belly button went in? And now I'm engaging my core, okay? You got to keep your core engaged the whole time, otherwise you're going to hurt your back. Because look, that's all, if I do anything like that, that's in my lower back. It's pointless. So, again, watch. Here, I'll get back a little bit farther. So when I do this, look at my gaze too. I'm not looking too far up. I'm not looking too far down. When I go forward, see my hips? You see that? Watch, I bring my hips. Hips, 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 hips. Now that's a full variation on the knees. That's hard enough as it is. Most of you ain't gonna be able to do that. I'm just being honest with you. Not correctly anyway. Gotta do it correctly. You do it correctly, I guarantee 10's going to be more than enough, all right? So, again, if you can't do that one, do a negative. And what I mean by a negative is this. These are just as good, oh my gosh, and they'll get you the strength you need. When I go forward, watch. I bring my hips, see that? Hips. I'm going down, going down, going down. I'm controlling this, going down, going down, going down. Back up. Do it again. That's one. That's two. Negatives. You don't need to try to go back. Most people hurt themselves because they're trying to, I don't know, egos maybe? They're trying to get out here and then they're trying to go as far as they can, which a lot of them don't have that strength to go down here, and then they're trying to pull back. You see that? That takes tremendous core strength. Arms, shoulders, chest, your traps especially. You're going to get sore back here if you do it correctly. So do it like that, okay? And this goes for anybody that's doing it, all right? I'm telling you, please do it correctly. And again, you do it correctly, you won't need 10 repetitions. I'd say break it up into 2 sets of 5, maybe a little bit more, 3 sets of 5. Go from there. Then you can get really into complicated things. Don't do them yet, people. I know how some of you get too excited and you go forward too far. That's how you get hurt. So watch. Here's forward. Here's to the side. Here's to the other side. That's not easy. And then people doing it off their knees. Depending on my day, I can do it, but not many. Those are hard, and you gotta be very careful. And I need to practice some more. So people will be up here and they'll stand up. Let me see if I can do this. right here. They'll go out as far as they can, and see right there, I'm already hurting, so I'm gonna go down. Okay, I felt pressure on my lower back. That's why I stay with these, and I get the strength. I get the strength to be able to get off my knees and do it eventually, and standing, okay? And I've seen people do it with barbells. I've seen people with more weight. Yeah, all right. So make sure you do that. Don't hurt yourself.